Tonight, we're taking a closer look at the efforts to mitigate COVID-19 here in Michigan and how the Delta variant is driving up case counts. Joining us for this discussion is the Chief Medical Executive for the state of Michigan, Dr. Khaldun. Doctor, thank you for being there tonight.
Thanks for having me on.
I want to start with the rise in cases across the country. The Delta variant likely driving these numbers, as we've heard. A number of cities and counties, again, requiring masks indoors regardless of vaccination status. But here in Michigan, we're only seeing a moderate level of transmission of that variant right now. How worried should we be, though, for the weeks to come?
Yes, I'm certainly very concerned about what we're seeing across the country, including here in Michigan. While Michigan is not currently seeing the surge in cases that some other states, particularly in the southern part of the country, are seeing, we do have the Delta variant in more and more counties that we are identifying every week. And I am concerned that our cases are increasing and our percent of tests that are coming back positive is also increasing.
Today, President Biden announced new measures to tackle the virus, also called on states and local governments to offer $100 to people who get the COVID-19 vaccine. What do you think about this incentive? I mean, we already have the My Shot to Win vaccine lottery in our state. Do you think the president's call for $100 payments will increase vaccination rates at all?
Yes, I certainly did see the president's announcement today, and we are working closely with the governor's office, our Protect Michigan Commission, to see what else we can do to get shots in arms. The bottom line is people need to get vaccinated. The vaccines work, and it's our best shot at ending this pandemic as quickly as possible.
There's growing concern about breakthrough cases. The CDC issuing new guidance this week recommending indoor mask use, even for fully vaccinated individuals. So how serious are these breakthrough cases in your view, and what's being done here in Michigan to mitigate this issue, if we can mitigate it?
So I would say, breakthrough cases were always expected. Breakthroughs are not a failure of the vaccine. We know that across the country, by and large, the people who are being hospitalized for COVID and who are losing their lives to COVID are unvaccinated. These vaccines are some of the most effective vaccines that we have available, period, for any disease. And that's the way we're going to end this pandemic. And by and large, again, most of the cases that we are seeing now are in those who are not yet vaccinated.
The governor has said that she didn't anticipate any more mask mandates in our state. Is that still the view as far as, state leaders go?
Currently, we're not looking at doing any mask mandates at the state level. But of course, throughout this entire pandemic, we've always watched the data, made sure we're looking at our hospitals, that they have sufficient capacity to take care of patients. And of course, we will continue to monitor the data as this pandemic moves forward.
And we've heard from health leaders, even President Biden again today, that this new surge is a pandemic among the unvaccinated, largely at this point. What would you say, finally, to someone who does not still plan to get the COVID-19 vaccine?
I would say these vaccines are safe, they work, they are effective, even against the more easily transmitted Delta variant. Please do not delay any more getting a vaccine. Vaccines are the way we're going to end this pandemic, and it's also how we're going to make sure our kids can go back to school and stay in school, in-person learning.
Dr. Khaldun, as always, we thank you for your time. Thank you for joining us, and we hope that things will remain at a moderate level here in our state.
Thanks for having me on.
Dr. Khaldun, the state's Chief Medical Executive.